So far we were doing all the transformation by dragging the mouse freehand, but all of these things can be done precisely. Let me say escape to cancel this and control T to transform. The moment you say control T or free transform or transform, the option bar will change to show you all the related option to transformation. For some reason, if you don't see this option bar, you can go to window and say options. And when I say control and T, you see these fields over here. You can punch in values in here and do precise transformation. For example, the width and the height, and there is a proportion lock there. So if I unlock that, and this is right now with the percentage unit I see, so I'll say 50% and the 50% width but 100% height, and therefore it is distorted like this. But if I lock the proportion lock over here, or if we click on the proportional lock, it will be scaled proportionally. So I can punch in the value over here. But a good practice is that always add the unit after the figure. This is part of my personal habit. I always punch in the unit after I punch in the digits. So 8 cm for centimeter, millimeter, mm for millimeter, and in for inches, and px for pixels. You can also use percentage in Photoshop, and this is the aspect ratio lock. Now another connected thing to that is the reference point. Here is the reference point position, and here the reference point itself. So if you check it off, the reference point will get vanished and you will not be able to see that. So let me check it on and select the position for your reference point with this. So I'm keeping it on the left hand side middle position, and now if I scale my image, it will scale around this reference point. Let me show you. If I say 3 in for inches, let me reset this whole thing to give you a better view of this. Control and T to transform. Select the reference point of the middle left, and let's scale this image to 2 in for inches, and also set the aspect ratio lock. So this is scaling towards the left hand side. If I escape this, let's say escape to this, and now control T again, and this time let me select the top right reference point, and now let me scale this. Let me lock the aspect ratio and 2 in for 2 inches. See, my image is getting scaled to that reference, around the reference point. Now this is useful when you actually work on layouts, and especially graphics user interface designs or website design, and you'll get familiar with this very easily. Right now you may get confused with this, but slowly very soon you'll get familiar with this and it will become part of regular routine work. You have rotation as well here, so you can type in the angle over here and it will rotate. While rotating the image, the reference point position plays an important role. So for example, right now the reference point is in center, and if I rotate the image by giving values over here, say 45, so it is happening around the reference point. Escape to that, and again control and T to transform. Let me change the reference point position over here, which I can actually drag and change, but you can also do that over here. And now if I rotate, you see it is rotating around the reference point. So even if let me reset the reference point, but even if I manually change it and keep it somewhere and rotate, it will rotate around that reference point. So in case of the example I shown, which was the clock, there also you can utilize this, and we'll see this in the exercise. Again saying escape to that, And the last option over here, again say Control and T on the keyboard. Last option is horizontal and vertical skewing, which is something like this. So to change the values over here, you can use the arrow keys. The top arrow key is increasing that, and I hold shift and top arrow key, it is increasing faster. Or I can even use, when you take your mouse over the V over here or anything over here, it will change to the double arrow, and that also can be used to change the value there. One more interesting part is that all these fields in Photoshop, let me say escape again to this and Control and T to activate the option bar. All these fields can take the arithmetical calculations, the basic arithmetical calculation. For example, say 20 plus 5 and hit enter, it will take 25. So I don't know why Adobe Photoshop wanted, or why they were so desperate to eliminate use of the calculator. I can always do that on my calculator on the PC or on my mobile phone or my separate calculator device, but then it is there, and I hope somebody is making good use of that. But to give you that information, let me tell you that you can do the arithmetical calculation, which could be probably it is, if somebody is giving you instructions over a phone or a mobile phone or intercom, maybe your art director or your boss, that he wants 65 divided by 2, half of 65 angle, and it is 32.50. So you can use all of these fields to do the minor arithmetical calculations, and the values can be accepted by the transformation, or for that matter, everything in Photoshop now is capable of doing the basic arithmetics. Wherever you find the fields to add the values, it can take the arithmetical calculations. And at the end, again say Control and T to transform, and let me make it smaller. I'm holding Alt and scaling it down, and click outside to accept that value. And to repeat this with the same values, I can go to transform and say again, or Shift and Control T, or Shift and Command T. So it will again, with the same amount of transformation or scaling, it will get repeated. And again, I can repeat one more time, or as many times as I want. The another option is very easy to understand, which is rotate 180 degree, rotate 90 degree clockwise, and rotate 90 degree counterclockwise. And the last option is flip horizontal and flip vertical.